Hey! Welcome back to this visual novel. I forgot the name already. I'm so sorry. Anywhoosies, before I do continue, I uh I was at work and I was showing my coworker like one of the serious scenes or whatever. I didn't realize my voice was loud. I'm like, what? And you can see right here, the music volume is still loud. I'm like, son of a bitch. We're gonna keep it here. It was like, holy shit. I'm sorry. Okay, oh god. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong button. I am so sorry. I am rusty. Yahoo! Okay, we're gonna start on door 2. We're leading up to it. Your hands in hers. The maid guided you back through the kitchen and into the tea room. Her palms were still cold. You felt as though you were clutching ice. Master, do you wish to know the truth, no matter what may be hidden within? Or if it's something you would be happier not knowing, would you rather remain in the dark? Oh, is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, the flaxen-haired sibling's father. Do you think he knew about the white-haired girl? If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife. Or maybe because he didn't want people to find out about her. I expected he to experience many different emotions, but those pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely had a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence. To whom? I could not tell you. You and the maid across through the entrance hall, continuing your trek. At some point, the fire in the fireplace had faded to embers, emphasizing the lack of light within the mansion. The maid took a candlestick and lit it in the cinder. The small flame illuminated her pale face. On a whim, you asked the maid about herself. About me? I am a maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Oh, what was that? You are interested in my name? You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you are more than welcome to simply call me the maid. Also, it would make me much happier to hear you say my name after you have recalled who you are, master. A subtle smile rose to the maid's face, after which she began to lead you down the first floor corridor. Still holding the maid's hand, you pass in front of a full-length mirror. In it reflects the warm light of the candle, which disappears out of range shortly therefore after. Oh my, is something the matter? Did you come across something particular? Hmm. The maid had not appeared in the mirror. She's a vampire. No, she was not the only one without the affliction. I'm a vampire too, holy shit! You reached the end of the corridor. There appeared to be a doorway, but the doorway itself was long since gone, leaving only the hole in the wall to flame the stairs behind it. Without hesitation, the maid descended into the darkness. You have more interest in this mansion, master, than a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master, this house is cursed. Yes, it is cursed that runs deep. As you just bore witness to, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune. I have served here for many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a cup of hot tea. Why do such tragedies befall them? If I were to guess, master, it because you had not returned. But when you remember your true self, the mansion's curse should be broken. The next door is before us. It appears to be the entrance to the cellar. The discolored wooden door is visibly rotten in several places, and it seemed it might be crumbling a single touch. You can hear the sound of something devouring meat beyond the door. May there be a beast live within. Before you had a chance to say you thought it was dangerous, the maid opened the door with a chilling smile on her face. Your first impression was that it smelled of blood. The mansion sat in ruins in that era. Not a single soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in particular decline. Not a flower grew in the garden. Dust and dirt blackened the plasters. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors. Ivory shrouded outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. As hard as I tried to fight it, I could not step the mansion's descent into disparity. The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. After the beautiful flaxen-haired family, people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so the bloodline simply vanished into the depths of history. It has been about 50 years since the house last had its resident. For the Florian property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. My time was rather solitary. That was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. Everyone who visited the mansion feared it, and it was left without anyone to become its master. I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end of this era. However, one day I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I am almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls. And there appeared to be someone downstairs. Can you imagine just how delighted I was? Though part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find, the possibilities that could be you had my heart fluttered. So, resisting the urge to rush, I headed for the basement. The cellar was where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically ancient. As I expected, thanks for interrupting me. As I expected, a man made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? Although I am unsure of if referring to him as the man is entirely accurate. Yeah, we're gonna hear that. Oh my, this is quite something. The very first thing I sensed was almost unbearably stench. The odor emanated from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood-red liquid spilling from the wine barrels, soaking the floor. His sunken eyes had a piercing, wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellowed, visible as he ripped into the chunks of meat. He grumbled in seamlessly inhuman tone. I was looking at a beast, or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in the room, though. It had something of a kind of metallic ting to it, and when I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I assumed. The beast had, I presumed, stole a weapon from the village. A sword, far too nice for him to lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood, even the darkness of the cellar. But at the same time, it could have imposing gleam. The fine, luxurious aroma of the wine could not match the stench of blood and the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what? Oh my master, you know. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? Did you come here knowing what kind of place this is? If you're in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself to some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers will be willing to welcome you if you dress yourself a bit more like a person. Then you can trade the furniture for food and make your way to the larger town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl simply by putting on her clothing, after all. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. What I am to do. I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me when I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be it human or beast. So I decided I should give him my assistance, while doing my best not to agitate him. Say, could you, perchance, be my new master? The mansion sat near the ocean. To say it was perched upon the cliff might make it sound rather intimidating, but you can see the beautiful clear sea through the windows, a glittering expanse of emerald and turquoise. If the mansion had been in proper condition, it would have been breathtaking against the backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden, though it was too tumultuous era. The sun still shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house unsightly. Oh God, give me a second. I'm not sick, I'm just really thirsty and my throat was like closing up. Unslightest. Oh yes, perhaps I should give you some more background information. At that period in time, a war had just drawn to close. Once the gorgeous wetlands were infested with crows picking at decaying remains, bodies of soldiers fallen to the battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal village. The people wanted nothing more than the curtain to drawn on deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom, with its richly fertile shores, was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under new rule. The people were exhausted, their spirits wasted away, and the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. In my mind, the beast was unbiblical of all times, immaculated and enveloped in the scent of blood. But the war came to the end. Thus the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? And so I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. First, I needed to do something about his appearance. I would draw a bath, scrub away all the filth, dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments had been devoured by insects and they were little use. So I searched this mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals, and set the work of ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not been invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. They somewhat resembled kettles. I even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although, with the mansion in nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there was only so much I could do in the kitchen. And the only supplies I had to work with was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to use the cooking skills I had learned in the flaxen hair family time. Now, you mustn't eat with your hands. Do you want to get your fingers and face dirty? You eat using a knife and fork. See? Like this. I feel like I'm teaching a young child. Oh my. What are you holding your head for? Oh dear. Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before tale manners. Worry not, we have plenty of time. You needn't act so frightening. Or perhaps do you not want to be understood at all? Would you be so kind to tell me your name? You are, for now, still a guest. It is too soon for me to call you master. Or am I mistaken? Your name? That is what people call you? How about I start telling you my name? I am called B. Besta. Your name is Besta? I see. Then that is what I shall call you, Besta. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I am still alive. He had, in fact, attempted to cause me harm, however. I am a servant of the house. The beast called himself Besta. It is a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to be taking on a new importance in my mind. He was not a mere beast, but a thing called Besta, master. Should I ever have the chance to hear your name, I am certain you too shall become more substantial a presence. But you must always remember, master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine, you have always held a special place in my heart. And thus began my tranquil days with Vesta. Slowly he began to learn the human tongue, and I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. To be certain, I was afraid of the beast, but my fear was not so strong as my eradication. That was someone else in the mansion, someone to whom I could speak, and someone that might become my master. Come now, you must pull weeds out of the roots, or they will soon grow back. This is a task that requires preservations. You do it like this, see? There you go. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants in service, it is actually all connected within the soil. This is a task that required a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. So I apologize for making you tend to the garden, future master. Or perhaps, now that you are all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool as the wolf did the sweet little girl? Have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? Go on. So? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I am waiting for the person who is to become my master. Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? I have to wonder if you know what you are saying. Although it matters little whether you do or not. Oh my, look at that. Now this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It is like a type of flower. I see. Then allow me to teach you. What do you have here is not a real rose. The real rose wilted and are sleeping in the soil. This is called an accessory. It is something women wear. The beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands. Oh, an object someone sometime meant to give to someone else. Curiously, the white rose was just as stunning as it has been the day it was made, despite being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make such wonderful gifts. I read that wrong. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I had presumed that the beast would either discard it or disinterly, or destroy it. But, much to my surprise, Besta held it gently in his hands, as though it were something precious to him. Are you perchance considering giving it to me? So, you are not? Very well. Is there something else would you like to give it to? Is there someone else would you like to give it to? In that moment, a thought floated through my head. The thing I had found in the pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed, but perhaps it was not at its core what he truly was. So I asked him a question. What is it you desire, Vesta? This mansion fulfills people's desires. If you yearn for something, you leave peace. Look at that filthy thing. Oh wait, no, it's somebody else. Oh, sorry, hold on. Look at that filthy thing! A beast! It's a beast! It's eating goddamn sand! Are you really that hungry? Beast, you foul creature! Stay the hell back! Get any closer! Filthy beast! And I shall kill you! Okay, I'm gonna end this episode so I could drink some water. But anywhoosies, I'll see you guys till next time, and goodbye.